Now it is fine. Fine. So in Jenkins, there is one more topic, that is external sleeves. Okay. That actually they have modified options. Few changes have been made. What I'll do, I'll just verify all those things. Then I will explain that one later on. Later on means in maybe next 2 to 3 after. So first we'll discuss Maven. After that, I'll explain this one. This pending topic in Jenkins and the pending topics in Git and Docker. Git and Docker also. We have topics are right. So those I'll take separate class for that after Maven. Okay. Yeah. And don't think that Jenkins is over. Jenkins, it is going to play a major role in projects, both projects. Okay. So just we have discussed all small topics in Jenkins. All those things we are going to use all of them combinedly in our projects. Okay. So there we are going to create CI/CD pipeline. Got it? So to understand that one, you should practice. You should be good at all these topics. Okay. So now what we'll do today, we are going to start Maven. Okay. We are going to discuss a tool Maven. Yeah. So you understood the functionality of Maven. It is a build tool. So its purpose is to convert source code into any installable application. Okay. That's the purpose of Maven. Yeah. Let's go deeper inside this Maven. Okay. So today what we'll do, it's not a big tool, guys. It's a small tool. Today we'll discuss theory, and tomorrow we are going to see practicals of Maven completely. Okay. So yeah, let me open my document, Maven document. Okay. So coming to Maven. Maven is a build tool, guys. Maven is a build tool. Okay. So first of all, what is build? Build involves 3 stages. Build involves 3 stages. The first one is compiling the code. This is the first one. Okay. So first one is compile. Compile. Second one is create assembly, assembling all those files, linking files. Then third one, creating deliverable. Okay. Let me explain here. Build involves 3 stages: compile, assembly, and creating deliverable. So compile means what actually happens. Developers, they write source code, right? Source code. So first step is this Maven, it converts source code into machine readable format. It converts source code into machine readable format. Okay. So that is what we call compilation. Means converting source code into machine readable format. So that is what compilation. So after compiling, some files will be created. Okay. Some files will be created from this after compilation. So then Maven will group all those files. Okay, files will be created. So it groups all those files. That's what assembling, linking all those group files. Okay. Then from this, it is going to create end product. That is what deliverable. That could be .var or .jar based upon the requirement. Okay. Var means web archive, jar means Java archive. Okay. So yeah, many different are there, but let me put it in simple terms. If you want to see, if you want to access through internet, through website, okay, in web application, I can say web application. That is what we call var. If you want to access through internet, okay, it works only if internet is there. That is what jar. That's what var file. In a standalone application, see, this is not only the difference, many other differences are there, but just to make you understand clear, I'm explaining in simple terms. Jar means any standalone application. In order to use this, you don't need any internet. For example, if you want to open VLC media player, or if you want to open mobile external tools, okay, these you don't need internet in order to use it, right? So those are jar files. Var means web application where you need internet, web. Okay, that is what var file. So based upon the requirement, we create our end product. Maven creates that one. So building means compiling the source code written by developers, then assembling, linking all those files, and finally creating end product. So in a simple terms, you can say converting entire source code into any installable application. That process we call build. Okay, fine. Now, what are the advantages of build tool? See, we can do it manually also. Build can be done through manual process. But why are we using tool? Because obviously when you use tool, you'll get so many advantages. Okay. So let's talk about advantages of these tools. First one, automated tasks. Okay, automated tasks. See, you take any tool, uh, it does work in an automated manner, correct? For automation purpose only, we use tools, right? So that's it. So automated tasks will be performed automatically. No need manual intervention. I'll tell you what is this pom.xml and all. I'm going to explain. Okay. Multiple tasks at a time. Yes, you take any tool. Any tool can perform multiple tasks at a time. Okay, multiple tasks. You see Jenkins also. We have executed we ran multiple jobs, right? So here also you take any tool, it can run multiple tasks at a time. Quality product, obviously, machine-made things are always perfect, right? You can't expect quality if you do it manually, but you can expect quality if same thing done by machine, correct? That's it. Minimize bad builds. See, bad build will be there for sure. Why? Because see, at the end of the day, who is writing this code? Developers. Manually, we are writing code, right? There could be bug here. If any bug is there, yes, there could be bad build, right? So here bad builds will be there, but with the help of this tool, see, when you build manually, it takes a lot of time. Okay, when you build manually, it takes a lot of time to build, then build will be failed. So detection, it takes time to detect that bug. But when you use a tool, it builds immediately. Anyways, build will be failed because bad build code is wrong. There's a buggy code. So build will be failed, and that error would be detected quickly. And I'm not saying that there won't be any bad builds. There will be bad builds because ultimately at the end of the day, developers are writing code manually. But here detection happens fast. So we can rectify it fast. Okay, we can detect it fast and we can rectify it fast. So ultimately we are just reducing the time to address those issues. Okay, that's what minimizing. Ultimately we are reducing number of bad builds. Keep history, yes. Maven also it saves history, right? Jenkins console output, right? For every build, you have seen console output. That's what logs history. So you take any tool, it saves history and save time, save money. Obviously, you purchase tool once. Your tool will be pretty fast. That's why we are saving a lot of time. And at the end of the day, if you're saving your time, you are saving your money. You purchase tool once, you use 24/7, right? That's all. And documentation, yes, Maven documentation is easy. It is easy to understand. Official website there, Maven there, it has its own website. These advantages are pretty common. You take any tool. These are generally more or less common. Okay. But why Maven became so popular? Because of these advantages from here. Okay. Okay. Because of these advantages, Maven became so popular. Because of these advantages. Okay. So what we'll do for each point, I have a topic is later on. Okay. There I'm going to explain point by point. First, let me cover remaining things. Then I will come back to these things. Okay. And this pom.xml and all. Okay. Fine. So why do we need separate building? See, if a bike mechanic is there, okay, if he can repair a bike, then he can test that bike also. If he can repair that bike, he can test that bike also by having simple ride, right? So if you give your bike to any bike mechanic in bike mechanic shop, he will first repair that bike. Then after that, he will have one test ride once, right? Whether everything is fine or not. So here also, developer is there. If he can write code, he can build that code also. Okay, developer is there. If he can write code, he can build also. But why are we maintaining separate build teams? Okay, even though we have developers, why are we maintaining build teams? So if developer is taking 2 hours to write the code, Can't he spend 10 more minutes to build that code? Yes, he can do that. But why are we still maintaining build team separately? Because of two reasons. The first one is to match customers' environment. See, one developer is writing code in his Windows machine. He is using Windows 10. And the developer is writing code in his Linux machine, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. And the developer is writing code in his Ubuntu machine. And the developer is writing code in his Mac. Okay, so they are writing code. So after that, build team, they are going to build. That end product will be there, right? Okay. So build team, what actually they do? See, testing happens at every stage. Understand that testing happens at every stage. Developers, after writing code, they test. Build team also, they test once build is over. Test team, they test in a bigger way. While deploying also, we test. Okay, that I'll tell you. You'll understand one time. So build team, what they do, while after building, they test in a machine. Okay, whatever the customer is using. If customer is using Red Hat machine, so build team, they test that product is working fine in that same machine. So build team, it matches customer's environment. Okay, so developers, they write code in their own machines, but build team, after building, they use the same machine, whatever same configuration also, whatever customers are using. Okay, client is using. So assumption is, if it is working fine here, it should work fine there also. Okay, so for that purpose, we are using build team. We are keeping build team separately, and build team is worried about whole product. See, this developer is worried about his own piece of code. This developer is worried about this one piece of code. This developer is worried about this one piece of code. But build team is worried about whole product. Okay, so build team is responsible for that entire product. Okay, so someone must be there, right, to take care of that. You should take the responsibility for entire product. So yes, build team. Okay, so if any complaint raises from client side, build team will be there. It will take care of that issue, and it will be responsible for that, and it will redirect the developer. Hey, you work on this one, like that. So they, at the end of the day, they work together, but build team is responsible for the whole product. But developers are responsible for their own piece of code, whatever they have written. Got it? That is all. Yeah. So because of those two reasons, we are maintaining separate build teams. Not every company, few companies. Okay, that depends upon company to company, project to project at the end of the day. Yeah, build tools. So how many build tools are there? We have so many build tools are there. Okay, to build Java code, we have Ant and Maven. See, these Ant and Maven, these two tools, they belong to a company called Apache. Apache is a company. These two tools, they belong to a company called Apache. Okay, so both are build tools designed to build only Java code, only Java code. That's it. Ant is an older tool. Maven is the latest tool. Okay. If you want to build a C and C++ code, we have a tool called Makefile. .NET, we have Visual Studio. Like if you search in Google, you'll get many tools to build different codes. Okay, but this Ant and Maven mainly for Java, to build Java code. Okay, so architecture of Maven. Let me show you. That's an image. Architecture of Maven. Just 1 minute. You can see here. This is GitHub, where source code is there. Okay, this is Maven. In Maven, we have two stages. In Maven, we have two stages. This is a main workspace. Here we have two stages. Okay, in one stage, we supply source code from GitHub. Here, we have to supply source code. Ultimately, Maven is going to build that source code, right? Supplied from GitHub. So that will be supplied to this stage. In order to build any code, we need three things, guys. In order to build any code, we need three things. The first one is that code. First of all, we need that code. Second one, compilers. Third one, dependencies. See, if you want to build any code, we need three things: source code, compilers, and dependencies. Source code, compilers, and dependencies. Compiler, they are responsible to compile the source code. And there are some dependencies which are required to build that code. There are some dependencies, but you need not worry. Developers will take care of those things. Developer, they know what kind of dependencies which are needed to build that code, because ultimately they are writing the code, right? They know what kind of dependencies which are needed. So if you want to build any code, you need three things: source code, compilers, and dependencies. So source code, anyways, we are providing here. Correct? We are providing here. What extra we need? Compilers and dependencies. This information, compilers and dependencies information, developer is going to keep in one file called pom.xml. This is the main configuration file of Maven. Okay, project object management, that is in XML format. So who will create this file? Developers, they will create this file. So in that file, developers, they are going to mention this information, required compilers and dependencies information. Okay, so source code we are providing here. Required compilers and dependency information, developers, they are keeping in this main configuration file. Okay, fine. Just information they are going to keep. What are the things needed? Compilers and dependencies. Then goal means the command, that executable command, what you want Maven to do. We have given goal right in previous class, like MVN clean package, right? That is one of the goals. Okay, so goal means what you want Maven to do. Okay, whether you want Maven to just pull those compilers and dependencies, just download, or you want to create end product, or after creating end product, you want to deploy them directly. So what you want Maven to do, that you give in the form of goal. Okay, you give in the form of goal. So when you give goal, then Maven needs two things: compilers and dependencies, right? That information is there in pom.xml. Those compilers and dependencies will be downloaded from Maven's local repository, that is .mp. This is Maven's local repository. When you download Maven, by default, you will get this one, Maven's local repository, .mp. Okay. If those are not there in local repository, local means when you download Maven, that will be there. This repository will be there in your laptop. Wherever you download, you will get that one with Maven. If these compilers and dependencies are not available in local repository, then automatically Maven pulls them from central repository. Okay, from central. That's what remote repository. Okay, understanding, right? So if they are not there, directly it pulls from central repository to local. From there, it will download to local. So when it pulls, actually what actually happens, this comparison dependencies copy will be saved here. Okay, simple example. Right, Docker we discussed. When you create any container, when you try to create a container, if image is not available in local machine, first it downloads from central repository, that Docker Hub, it places one copy in local machine. Okay, then it will create a container. So that next time onwards, if you try to create container again with the same image, it won't download again from Docker Hub. Straight away, it will use existing Docker image. Correct? Same thing. So if comparison dependencies are not available here, then first it downloads from central repository, it places one copy here. Then from here, it will use it. So the next time onwards again, if they want them again, straight away it will download from local repository itself. Okay. So that is how things work. I hope you understood. See, I'm repeating as. So we need three things: source code, compilers, and dependencies. Source code we are providing here. Compilers and dependency information developer is going to keep here in pom.xml. And goal means what you want Maven to do, that executable command. When you give, then only Maven will execute. So when it executes, it will download compilers and dependencies from local repository. If they are not available, it will download from central repository. From there, it will download to local repository. That's it. That is how Maven is going to work. Okay. So I hope you understood the architecture of Maven. See here, main configuration file, that is pom.xml. So one project, one workspace, one pom.xml. One project means what? One end product. Suppose you want IRCTC. Okay, IRCTC, entire application. Okay, so that will be a complete WAR file. Entire IRCTC is going to be complete WAR file. So that WAR file contains that index pages. That's what pages, backend dependencies, all database connectivity, everything, the group, the end product which we are going to deliver to customer. That is what one WAR file. Okay. So one product means, yes, one WAR file, one product, one workspace, one POM.xml. XML. So to create one product, one workspace, one POM.xml. XML. Okay. So requirements for build. First, we need, as I said, we need source code that anyways it present in workspace. Then compilers and dependencies. First, they will be downloaded from remote repository local. If they are not there in local repository, from local repository to workspace. That is all. Okay. Then Maven build lifecycle. Maven build lifecycle. See, I told you, right? Goals, that what you want Maven to do. That is what we call goal. I'm repeating it. Goal means what you want Maven to do. That is what we call goal. So here, there are so many goals are there. Let's talk about all these goals one by one. See. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7. Many other goals also there, but these are the most important goals. See, like these are, okay, forget about the 7th one, up till 6 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Suppose you are in 5th class. That means already you finished your 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th. It's not like straight away you jump to 5th class, no, right? So if I say, hey, I'm in 3rd class, that means it's well understood that, yes, first I finish your 1st class, then 2nd class, then 3rd class. If I say, hey, right now I'm in 6th class, I'm studying 6th class, that means I finish 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then I enter to 6th. Correct? So that means it follows in a sequence order. Correct or not? Okay. So here also same thing. Here also same thing. Generate resources means if you give this goal, it just downloads required compilers and dependencies. That's it. Maven, it downloads compilers and dependencies from local repository. That's it. After that, it won't do anything. So if I give a goal called compile code, then with those downloaded dependencies and compilers, it will compile the code. Okay. Suppose if I give this one, first this will be executed, then only this will be executed. Like that. Suppose if I give test, so it downloads compilers and dependencies, then it will compile the code, then it will test also. See here, whenever, let me log into Jenkins. I told that testing happens at every stage. Let me show. So we have build Maven job, right? Okay. Let me show you the console output of Maven. Take any. If you scroll down, you can see. First it pulled. Okay, let me show you the first build. This one, right? First one. So when I build that source code, when I have given that goal, then what it did first, it pulled source code from GitHub. You can see it pulled entire source code from GitHub. You can see here, right? First it pulled. See GitHub, Jenkins. Here we have Maven, and we have installed Git. So when I ran this job, first it pulled source code from GitHub. So that's what related thing you can see. Then after that, see it downloaded yeah, I'll show you when I build other repositories, then I'll show you clearly how it downloads, Anyways, tomorrow I'm going to show you, right, practically Maven. That time I'll show you clearly how it is going to download compiler source, compilers and dependencies. Then after that, you can see here, it performs tests also. You can see tests. It executed some tests, right, automatically. I told you that testing happens at every stage, right? You can see test results. Automatically, it works. Okay. Then finally, it created end product. You can see building war. It created end product. So that is how actually it works. Okay. So if I give this goal test, only it performs tests. That's it. Okay. It runs some test cases. That's it. It won't create end product. But see, we have given package, correct? MVN clean package. They just remember the word package. Since we have given package, that's why it performed test cases. Then it created end product. Package means creating end product. Okay, that's all. Then install means if you connect any other tool with Jenkins, there are some repositories, artifacts you can call. That end product would be stored in that repository also. If you connect, I told you that you can connect any tool with Jenkins. So if you connect any artifactory means it's a place where we store end product. GitHub is a place where we store source code. Artifactory is a place where we store end product. So if you connect, then if you give this goal, MVN install, then that end product would be saved in Artifactory also. Deploy means, yes, Maven can directly deploy in end product and servers like Tomcat and all. It can deploy. This we are going to see in projects and all. Okay, just also understand. Yes, straight away it can deploy also. Maybe if I give this goal, then it will deploy. So see here, when I give any goal, for example, when I give deploy, all these things will be executed. If you don't connect any other tool, then it won't execute it. But generally, all these things will be executed. That's why I see 1, 2, 6. They are default and it's a sequence order. They follow sequence. If you give 4, means 1, 2, 3, 4. If you 6, means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that. But not the 7th one. Clean. It is not a default one. Okay, it won't follow sequence. That's why whenever you want, you can add clean separately. Clean means what actually happens? See, every time you build, if you give clean, so previous var file and every previous dependencies and everything will be cleaned. In a simple terms, previous var file will be deleted. Fresh var file will be generated. Previous stuff, everything will be deleted. Okay, if I give clean. Okay. So that's why we have an MVN. It's a Maven goal. Clean. So that any previous related stuff, previous build related files and all, unnecessary files and all, everything, var files and all, should be deleted. Then MVN clean package. This is what we have given, right? That is so. Package means that's what it's a build, creating end product. Clean means you delete all previous things. Okay, MVN go, Maven go. Okay. So in Jenkins, we did not even give MVN also because the job itself we have created Maven job. Okay. So these are the goals. That means what you want Maven to do. So that we mentioned in the form of goals. Okay. So here you can see this diagram. So goal means what you want Maven to do. That's it. Then I told you that Maven repositories, we have 2 repositories. One is local, that's what M2, that you will get by default when you install Maven, by default. So here you can see. We have already installed Maven, right? I think program data in the hidden files, I think. Program data. Here, Jenkins. Maven also finds some, not inside Jenkins. .m2. If you search for .m2, definitely you'll find somewhere. Search for M2. Wait. Actually, it takes a default location, not inside Maven. M2, you will get one folder called M2. One second. Definitely you can able to see. Where, Priyanka? Where? Which location? Priyanka?
Yeah, like in name date modified is there, right?
Which
Above.
one? Where?
Uh, so, yeah, about that
In
bin. Name is
bin.
there, right? No, no, like name date modified type size is there, right? The same one.
I can't hear you. Where? Can you please repeat it?
Uh, so, bin paina name అని ఉంది కదా.
Yeah, yeah. Huh.
So if you click on it, you'll get it actually. Just if you have drop down there, it's not there. There.
1 second. Somewhere it will be there. Actually, that comes by default. Okay, fine. That will be there, guys. No doubt about that. That you get by
Uh,
default, actually. Yeah, go ahead, Priyanka.
inside your C users and your name inside that page inside it.
Public. .m2. So no, this 14th for I think related to my previous classes. Okay, fine. Okay, leave it. That will be there, guys. No doubt. That actually that we get by default. Actually, when we install Maven, that is your local repository and central repository. That it's a Maven website. I told you, right? There are two repositories in Maven. You can see one is local repository and one is central, right? So this is central repository. Let me show you. This is Maven central repository. Yeah. So from here, it downloads compilers and dependencies. This is a place where Maven downloads its compilers and dependencies. Okay, that's now pom.xml. What is pom.xml, guys? I told you, right? This is a configuration file created by developers in which they keep mainly required compilers and dependencies information. Inside that only, they're going to keep that end product, what kind of product that you want, whether it's a .var or .jar. In previous class, someone asked me, sorry, by default, what kind of product it takes. Whatever name that they mention here, developers, you will get that product. Okay, so it contains all those things. Let me show. See, it contains dependencies and compilers. Okay, and also metadata means some information. Metadata means data about the project. Okay, some details about the project, you can say. Okay, and what kind of project it is, what kind of project it's a Maven project or maybe any other project. Okay, these you need not worry about that one. Developers will take care of that. And mainly see these things mainly dependencies in compilers, and the kind of output. Okay, these things they will mention mainly, and some description about the project and all those things that they mention in that pom.xml. See that I'll show you once again. Go to GitHub. So test Java is right. That's what we use, right? Test Java. Okay, now if you go to here, you can see this is what pom.xml. This is what pom.xml file, right? You can see here required dependencies information, right? You can see. So that's what dependencies and compilers like the developers, they will mention something like this. Okay, this you need not worry. Developers will take care of it. They will write it. But this is how this pom.xml looks like. Yeah, we will do it in the next class. We are going to do it, all those things. Okay. Apart from this one, you must know some important points, guys. Maven is all about plugins. What actually happens when you give any goal, backend related plugin will be executed. I'm repeating. When you give any goal, backend related plugin will be executed. Backend. Okay. For example, if you see, so some test cases got executed, right? Some test cases. So that related plugin is, you can see Surefire plugin. You can see Surefire is one of the plugins. It related to test cases. Okay. So whatever goal you give, related plugin will be executed. Got it? Backend. That is so ultimately, indirectly, it is also all about plugins. See, Maven is what goals, right? Whatever goal you give, it will execute those tasks, right? So when you give any goal, backend related plugin will be executed. Actually, that is. So in Maven, the word is a snapshot. Is it what is the meaning of snapshot? Snapshot indicates development copy of your project. Okay, not the one which you are going to release. See, this is a repository which is in GitHub. Developers, they write a lot of code here. Okay. So if to create big product, what they do, they keep on injecting a lot of code. So they won't keep entire code in one go. Every day they write a lot of code. From that we create that end product and all. Every time they keep on adding that code, and product is being modified. That's how it happens. Slowly product will be developed. Okay. Now till that time it is under progress. Product is being developed under progress. Till the time in Maven, the product name consists of like this snapshot and some numbers. The product name consists of snapshot and some numbers. They give the product name something like this. When you see snapshot means yes, product is not ready yet. It is under development stage. It is being prepared, being created. It is under progress. Not product is ready yet completely, end product. But if you see version at the end, once everything is ready, then finally they'll mention in place of the snapshot, they'll mention the name. Okay, if you see version name and version number in the snapshot in the place, that means product is ready. Okay, they give one version number. For example, if you take Git is also one product, right? What is the version of Git? When you see any product, they'll mention in this format, something dot something dot something. Okay, Windows is also one product, Windows 11, 11.0.0. So you take any version that will be in the 3 digits form. Okay. So in fact, Maven is also one product, Jenkins also one product. So which product we are using? Jenkins. What is the version of Jenkins that we are using? Where can you see? Somewhere at right corner. We can see Jenkins 2.346.2. Correct? You can see 2.346.2 in a 3 digits form. It also, if you see Git downloads, you type here Git downloads. So what is the version? You can see latest one, 2.37.1. Okay. So versions will be in this form, 3 digits form. See here, 2.37.1. Okay. So in that first one, see this, the last one we call patch. Middle one we call minor. First one we call major. Patch, minor, major. Patch means what, guys? It's a simple patch. Okay, road is there. Once there is a small hole, on the road. Okay, just they fill that gap, that hole with small patch. That's what we call patches, right? Okay, small changes, minor tinkerings we can call, minor, small. Okay, that's what. Suppose Windows is there. Every now and then they keep on releasing updates, correct? Okay, those we call patch updates. Okay, so they address all security issues and all every now and then. Okay, small. Every time they release, they change this number. Okay, so 11.0.1 like that, 11.0.2. Every time they release new updates, the patch, small changes, they will change this number. So if it is a major change, sorry, not major, it's some what moderate change, like they have modified MS Office, they have modified Excel sheet, Word document and all. So that's a bit moderate one, not pretty small one. That time they change this number. Okay, that's minor one. Suppose they have modified entire operating system itself, then they release as a new version called Windows 12. Maybe in future they might release. That's all. Patch updates, minor, major. That's how this version number consists of. Okay, so if you see a name and version number in place of that snapshot, that's the end product. irctc.co.in version number, so and so, so and so, so and so. That is so. In mobiles also, they release numbers, right? That is so. Okay. So snapshot means the end product is being developed. If you see a name, means end product is ready. That's name and version. And in Maven, we have a concept called multi-module project also. Multi-module project. See, what is multi-module project? If your project is big, then see, okay, before that, let me explain directory structure. Maven's directory structure. Yeah, here it means, right? Maven's directory structure. What actually happens, as I said, developers, they write code and they push their code in GitHub. It's not like directly they're dumping their code in GitHub. No. So in GitHub, they have to keep that code in particular directories. Okay. So for example, IRCTC is they're writing code to create IRCTC product. So see here, they have to create a folder called IRCTC first. In that folder, they have to create one more folder called SRC, source code. And at that same level, equal level, they have to create one file called pom.xml, configuration file. These two must be in the same level. And inside SRC folder, they have to create two more folders. One is main folder, one is test folder. Inside this main folder, they have to dump their source code that they have written for IRCTC website. And developers also, they write some test cases. They write some test cases to test their code. So those test cases, that code, test related code, they have to keep here, so that these test cases will be applied on this code. So developer, they have to create this directory structure. They have to push this entire directory structure to GitHub. Entire structure to GitHub. Okay, it's not like just they are writing code, they're dumping. No, the structure is very, very important. Directory structure. Okay. Tomorrow we'll create directory structure. You can see SRC. Assume that the core is a main folder. Inside you can see SRC, source code, and at equal level you have pom.xml. Inside SRC again, you can see main folder and test folder. Inside that they can have separate folders, subfolders. That's fine. You can see main and test. So that standard structure they have to follow. That's mandate. This entire structure, they're going to push to GitHub. Then Jenkins will pull code from here. Okay. So if it is in this directory structure, then only Maven can understand that code. Then only Maven can build this code. Otherwise, no, it is not possible. So if you don't keep these directory structures and all, Maven cannot understand that code. Okay. So this directory structure is very, very important for Maven. Got it? So that's why developers, they create this directory structure. In that only they are going to keep this code. That is all. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to create the directory structure, how these things will get created and all I'm going to show you practically. Okay. Now, yes, as I said, yes, multi-module project also is possible. Multi-module project. See, this is one project. Okay, but if it is so big, if it is big project, then it would be difficult for us to build as one single project, to handle it as one single project. That's why we can divide big project into multiple modules. Multiple modules, like IRCTC website is there, we can divide into multiple modules. Like maybe one is, see, in IRCTC we can book hotels also, we can book buses also, you can book flight tickets also. So booking flight tickets is one module, that entire page. Okay, booking buses, that is one module. Like we can divide into multiple modules. So this is IRCTC. In that, this is booking train ticket, this is booking hotels, like that. So every module will have its own SRC folder and pom.xml at equal level. Every SRC folder will have its main and test folders. So developer, they keep their code in main folder, test cases will be kept in test folder, like that. That is so. So on project can be divided into multiple modules. So you can build each module separately, or you can build all modules also in one go. You can build all modules in one go. In order to build all modules in one go, then you must have one parent pom.xml file here. At this level, modules level, you must have one parent pom.xml file. In that parent pom.xml file, you are going to mention modules in a sequence order, module details, so that each module will be built as per the order that you have given. So in order to build all modules in one go, there must be parent pom.xml file. Okay. And these are child pom.xml files. Every module consists of child pom.xml files, and main entire project consists of parent pom.xml file. That is, you can say. Simply dividing project into multiple modules. Each module must have its own SRC folder and pom.xml, so that build happens separately. Okay, to build all modules with one command, yes, there should be a parent pom.xml file. This calls all child pom.xml files in an order. That's what I have explained. So in parent pom.xml file, you need to mention the child pom.xml files in an order. Okay, so that's how you can build multiple modules in one go also. Okay. So now let's come back to the points which I skipped. You can see here. You understood, right? Pom.xml. Yes, in pom.xml, developers mainly they are going to keep three details: what kind of end product that they want, what kind of dependencies, and compilers. Apart from that, some project related information that they keep. See, till here we discussed, right? Now, yeah. So as I said, Maven gives set of standards. Set of standards means what? Defined, see, goals and defined directory structure. See, set of standards means defined goals and directory structure. Proper directory structure is there. Okay, that's a set of standards. Okay, there's a fixed one, goals and directory structure fixed. It gives defined project life cycle. That's what goals. It's a fixed goals. They won't change. Okay, you take any Maven project, goals are very same. It manages all dependencies. Yes, Maven manages all dependencies, right? In pom.xml file, developers they keep compiles and dependencies information. So automatically it downloads all those dependencies. It manages. You need not to download manually, right? Uniformity in all project. Why uniformity? Because directory structure is same. Project name, src, pom.xml. In that main, you take any project, structure is same. Okay, so that's why if you know how to build one project, you can build any number of projects because structure remains same. Uniformity is there in all projects. Okay, reusability. So since structure is same, you can copy and paste. You can have one more directory structure, just you need to replace that code only. That means you can reuse the same directory structure again and again. You need not to create again and again. Okay, so these are the advantages of Maven. Okay, that's the theory of Maven. But yeah, in tomorrow's class, what we'll do, we are going to see practically. I'll tell you what actually we are going to do. First, we are going to create and see. I'm going to show you from the beginning. Means how developers they start their work. How developers they start their work. How they create structure. How they put the source code. Okay, developers, and then how they are going to push to GitHub. How we are going to pull from GitHub with the help of Jenkins, and how we are going to create end product. Okay, from the beginning on. Okay. See, after creating war file, again we have a lot of stories there, deploying and all. That comes again that in project. So here we are going to tomorrow in Maven. I mean, this part comes under Maven. That's it. Tomorrow I'm going to show you from the beginning that how developers they start their work till we create end product. How things are going to happen. Okay, that I'm going to show you in next class. Okay, so even if you get any doubts and all, don't worry. Those will be clarified in tomorrow's class, and you'll get 100% clarity when we discuss projects and all. And see, Maven comes under development side. Let me show you. I told you, right, you should be perfect in some 2 to 3 tools, but you should have knowledge in all the tools. So Maven is one such tool where you need just knowledge. You need not to be perfect. You just need knowledge, because mostly developers will take care of that. Mostly developers, and you should have knowledge that how things work. Because here, when we connect Maven with Jenkins, we don't have anything to do. Automatically, everything will be created. Warfare, everything that we have seen in previous class. Okay, but you should have basic knowledge that what is Maven, how things work, how developers they start their work, and all. You must know this. You must have this basic knowledge. Okay, so that is all about Maven. Tomorrow we'll see practically. Then you will understand. Yeah, that's it for today. If you have any doubts, you can ask me.
Hello, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, how many topics are remaining now for complete?
Yeah, now onwards remaining are not big. See, first we need to, tomorrow Maven, the practical we are going to see. After that, we have many other tools. We have monitoring tool is there, we have Kubernetes is there, we have Terraform is there, and I don't list, guys. I'll tell you later on, okay?
Okay, and so we have, we have quality assurance tool and testing tool. So I have
no, testing. As I said in my demo, testing, there will be a separate team. In order to learn Selenium, you must know Java, right? That's what I said in my demo, correct? There will be separate team. Testing team will be there in companies. Got it? You are not going to do that.
So we can't add a Selenium tool in our CV.
No, that's impossible, because for that you must know Java. Selenium is a 2.5 3 months course outside.
Okay. And what about quality style?
Which one?
Sorry, check style.
Check style, yes, we are going to include. See, these are not major tools. Check style and Tomcat and all, those we are going to discuss while discussing project itself. There is no separate topic for that, separate tool like the way we are discussing Maven and Jenkins. They are not so big one. Those automatically we are going to include in our project. This Tomcat and check style. Got it?
Okay. And one more question, sir.
Yes, please.
Suppose we have installed one EC2 instance, launch one EC2 instance with 8 GB hard disk, and after installation, we just install some packages. So after that, I want to know that how much space consuming data in EC2. It's just checking purpose whether my EC2 instance will cross limits or not.
Okay.
Because we have 8 GB. Yeah.
Okay. You want to see the data space which is available in
consumption? Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah. For that we have a command. One second. I'll show you that. That's a simple Linux command. Is the space which is available. Just 1 minute. I'll give you command now. It's just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. df-h. Okay. df space -h. When you type this command, just type that command.
Sir,
no, I'm not showing anything. Just if you open your machine, you can just type that.
No, I have no. You tell me. I just write it.
Yeah. So df space -h. And
df space
-h.
-h.
Yeah, that's it. That's the command. That's it.
Okay. And can we see it on AWS console?
In AWS console, graphically, you want to see the leftover space, free space in your drive. That I think in AWS, I think it's not possible in AWS console. Okay, no problem. Just go inside the machine and run that command. You can able to.
I'm from AWS, but you. I
In
didn't
AWS,
remember.
no, in AWS, you can see the whole space. I don't think so. You can see user space and all. In volume section, they'll
No,
give
sir.
the
I have
total space.
I have said about volume, but there is no options. Like
There is no option. Yes, yes, the option is
yeah.
not there. Okay.
Okay,
In
sir,
Windows,
fine.
if you go to CW, anyways, you can come to know. In Linux, if you run this command, automatically will come to know. Right. That's it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
One more command is there called fdisk. Is there fdisk related commands are there? First, you run this one. If you want more details, you can run those commands also. Fdisk related commands are there.
Okay, sir. And sir, just last question.
Yes, please.
So we can't add like Selenium and check style in resume,
Resume part, I'll
right?
tell you later on. This is not the right time. I will explain later on clearly. Okay. Now, if you have any doubts related to Maven, you can ask.
Okay, sir. Fine. Thank you.
Hi, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, please.
Hi, I'm Panindra.
Yes, fine.
While cloning data from GitHub, I'm getting error. I've
While
sent you the pictures.
cloning, that's actually, one second. Please refer this one.
I have installed Java 17, version 17.
No, you use Java 11. Okay,
Okay.
Java 11. Otherwise, yes, you will get some errors. Yes, Jenkins and Maven, they are not supporting. You use Java 11 only. Okay, either Java that 8 or 11. But as they have shown one warning right last time when I installed Jenkins, so that's why I recommend you to use Java 11. Okay.
Even for with help of Jenkins also.
Yeah, yes, it's correct.
Okay. Thank you.
yeah, hi, sir.
Sai?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so while installing Jenkins, in between it asks for password and account, right? Username.
Yeah, right.
So that password will get it from the secrets folder inside that one file, right? What if that file is not created? Like,
No. Can you please repeat your question?
yeah. So while installing Jenkins, in between it asks for password and username, account and password, right?
When you try to log into Jenkins, that time it asks for username and password. Yeah.
No. While installing only.
While installing, yeah,
So
right. We have created one user called admin. Yeah, right.
So when we run service as local system, it asks for password and account details. I mean,
No,
like the password will,
while installing, it will ask you two options, either local system or domain something, right?
we need to choose local system, right?
Yeah, right, correct.
So when I done that, it asked for me the password and account. Okay. So I thought the password which there in the secrets folder inside initial administrator.
No, actually, it should not ask any password. For me, I did not give any password at that time. It did not ask any password for me.
In recording, so it didn't ask Sai, but like I don't know why I'm getting this. How to address this issue?
So, you are using your personal laptop?
Yes. Yeah.
Which OS are you using?
One second. This is my personal laptop. This is not my personal laptop. This is office laptop actually.
Actually, you install anywhere. It should not ask for any user and password.
We need to
Do one
select
thing.
this option.
Okay, do one thing. You uninstall Jenkins. Uninstall in the sense, first you uninstall from command prompt. From there you have to uninstall. Then you have to delete entire folder, Jenkins folder. When you install Jenkins, that you'll get inside program data, inside .jenkins folder is right. You delete that folder. Then you restart your laptop. First you uninstall from command prompt, then delete Jenkins folder from program data from that, and you restart Jenkins. Again, you try to install freshly. Still, it is showing the same issue. Then I'll take remote session in next class. Okay.
Okay. So in Windows, I'm doing like anyhow I have done in EC2. Anyway, we can use the cat command and open that password file, right?
Okay. Yeah, in line, actually, mostly we use Linux only. If it is working fine in Linux, yeah, that's good.
Okay, fine. I do that. Thank you.
Side, how to reinstall that plugin if you get failed during the Jenkins installation?
See, say we go to that plugins page, then there we search for the plugin, then we reinstall. That's it. That plugins I told you, right? How to install that Maven plugin we have installed, correct?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, in the same. That's it. That's how we do it.
Yeah, hi,
Any more
Sai.
doubts? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, regarding that Jenkins global tool configuration, as we have given the path of Jenkins and Maven in
Right.
the global tool config. So
Oh.
every time, whenever like we are doing the project, are we need to give the path in that?
See, in Windows, actually, we have to give, but the same thing when you install in Linux and all, you need not give. Okay. So I'll show you that one. In Windows, generally we give it, because in Windows, few settings that we have to do manually. That's why we are doing. But in Linux, we are not going to do that. But in some cases, we give. You will understand, because in project, what we'll do, we'll do it in both Windows and Linux. There you will understand where to give, where we need not to give. Okay.
And like how we know that like which job need which tool?
Which job need? See, we use only these tools only. GitHub, Maven, and 2 to 3 more plugins we are going to use in our projects. Mostly we use these. I'll give 5 to 6 plugins. That's it. You have to remember only these things. That's it. More than enough.
Okay. Thank you.
Sai, are you not there in India?
Yeah, I'm not in India yet. I'll be coming by the month of this month end. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's it, guys, for today. Thank you all. See you in tomorrow's class. Okay, same time. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good night.
Thank you, Sai.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
So
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Good night.
Thank you, Sayana. Thank you.